So if you clicked on this video hoping that you were going to see one of my famous unanswerable joke question intros, I apologize that this one doesn't have that. This is a little bit more serious topic, so I wanted to take it a little bit more seriously. I've seen in various different, on Facebook and, all various different YouTube comments sections, over and over and over again here the last several weeks. People talking about how they feel that YouTube reviews and demos, etc., are not honest, and are in fact dishonest because they are influenced by the manufacturer. And, I thought I would share my opinion on that because I don't agree at all based on my own experience and based on conversations that I have had regarding that topic with other people in the community. And to be clear, I'm only talking about, guitar gear, music gear demos here. When you start getting into, consumer electronics and, all those other, cameras and all those other tech, channel stuff out there, I can't speak for any of those people. I assume it's the same for them, but I don't know. So I can't speak for any of them, but I can speak for me based on my experience. And the truth is, for those that may wonder why they never see a bad review on a product from a particular YouTube creator, the reason is because those videos never get made. And what I mean by that is, all that stuff stays behind the scenes, and, we as viewers, we as consumers, we don't see it. It does happen. Sometimes a company will send a creator, and this has happened to me, they will send a creator a piece of gear for a demo. The creator ends up not doing the demo for whatever reason. Say for example, Boss sent me this here RC3 loop station. To be clear, they didn't. I bought this with my own money several years back. This belongs to me and only me. And Boss has no influence on any of my usage of this pedal or any of this video, period. Nor does any other vendor. But we will pretend here for a second that they did take the time to send me this pedal for a demo. Let's say that I get the pedal and I mess with it for a little bit and realize that that it's just not for me. I'm just not jiving with it. I'm having a tough time figuring it out because I don't understand what something about the design. Any number of reasons, whatever it may be. Something about it that would prevent me from, in a regular everyday conversation, from recommending this pedal to somebody. If I did so in a video, I would be lying. So the best thing to do in that situation is for me to box this thing back up and send it back to Boss and communicate with them directly and say, look, this is the situation. I'm the wrong guy for this. This is not, I'm not going to be able to put together a good demo for you of this pedal, whatever it may be. I'm going to send it back to you along with any payment that you may have given me up front, and we can come back to the table and talk about this again with another product down the road. That's the right thing to do because, that makes sure that, that's the best thing to do to make sure that the company doesn't get hurt. Now, in the case of Boss, I will tell you that when they have sent me pedals to demo in the past, one reason why I like Boss so much is because they, I had the conversation with them up front. I said, if I don't like it, I will ship all this back to you, and I will eat the shipping cost myself. That's my personal policy. I feel that's fair, especially if they paid to ship it to me in the first place. Now, when I mentioned that to them, Boss, being the great company that they are, the great guys that they are, that run that company. In this case, it was Aaron Marino that came back and said, "We get beat up on the internet all the time. You do you. You be honest. You say whatever it is you feel needs to be said about these pedals, and." You do you. You be honest. Of course, in that particular instance, it happened to be, pedals that I absolutely loved, and I had nothing negative to say about them. It was the 200 series pedals, and I still rave about those, and I still recommend those to anybody looking for something along those lines today. Matter of fact, I just recommended the OD200, to somebody in a comment thread somewhere just a day or two ago. So, but that's Boss. They're the exception. Like I said, that's one reason why I love that company, because they're real cool like that. But not all companies are. And if they're not, if they don't have that same philosophy, that's okay. Who could blame them? But the bottom line here is, when it comes to reviews, or when it comes to product reviews or product demos, and product reviews and product demos, by the way, the difference between those two things is this: product demos are this is the product, this is what it sounds like, this is what it's really great at. Product reviews are, this is the product, this is what it sounds like, this is what it's great at, but this is what it's not so great at, this is what I kind of wish it did, this is what I wish it did more of, you know, and back and forth. You know, it's, you know, pros and cons. So that's the difference. You know, most of my videos I do tend to take the demo approach, but there are some that I do take the review approach to as well. You know, so whether it's a review or a demo, companies tend to pay those people in one of three ways. It's either cash, free gear, or both. And the bottom line here is there is absolutely nothing cool whatsoever about letting a company either pay me cash, give me free gear, or both, just for me to make a video shitting all over their brand new product that they're trying to market. There's absolutely nothing cool about that whatsoever. You know, it benefits absolutely nobody. You know, because it obviously hurts the company, it hurts the new product that they're trying to market, and in my instance, it hurts my reputation with other vendors and prevents anybody else from wanting to do business with me like that in the future. There are a couple of exceptions to that rule. I recently did a video on the Jupiter Effects Fernweh multi-echo module pedals, what it's called. It's their crazy, their real weird crazy ass delay. He had recently seen my Fuss Factory video, and I will discuss that here in just a minute, and got a kick out of it, thought it was hilarious, and wanted to send me some of the weirdest shit that he makes just to see what, you know, how funny of a video I can make out of it. And you know, I told him, I said, I don't know that I feel real comfortable doing that, but you know, he said, well, let me send you something anyways, you know, something for you to demo. You know, we went back and forth, and you know, long story short, the Fernweh is what arrived on my doorstep. As of this recording, that video hasn't gone up yet, but you know, he and I have built a pretty good relationship so far, and hopefully he enjoys the video, and we'll get to work together, and I'll demo more pedals for him here in the future, because you know, because Chris is a great guy. You know, so, you know, but there's that exception. There is the exception of such as, you know, for those of you, and I'm sure some of you are already thinking about the video that I did on the Glary guitar. You know, I told them up front in the very beginning of the conversation when they contacted me about reviewing one of their guitars. I said, look, my buddy Ray, from who you guys know from Stay Metal Ray, you know, my buddy Ray just recently demoed one of your guitars. I'm already skeptical based on his review, because his review was less than flattering. And not only that, but you know, he and I have really similar tastes in gear and really similar expectations. Are you sure that you want me to demo this guitar for you guys? Because I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot that's real favorable to say. And they said, yeah, no, that's fine. We just, we want the video. We want you to, we want your honest opinion. I said, okay. So they sent it to me knowing full well that there was a very good possibility that I was going to rip that guitar to shreds, which is exactly what I did, because that's how well it was built. And I proved it, because the damn thing would not stay in tune to save my life. You know, that that video, pissed off the guitar mod crowd, but I will give that guitar credit. If you're looking for a good good modification platform with very little upfront investment, that's probably not a bad idea. And I said that in that video, but for anybody seriously learning to play guitar, there's better instruments that can be had. The other instance when I have done a video like that has been, usually as a joke and also at my own expense. Any videos that you have seen me do that are, cracking jokes and, and roasting gear and, making fun of something. The Fuss Factory video, for example. That video has drawn more hate in my direction from Fuss Factory fanboys than I ever thought was going to be possible. I have literally received death threats from that video. But number one, that video was meant as a joke. It blows my mind that so many people can't figure that out on their own. But and number two, that entire video was all made at my own expense. I bought that pedal with my own money out of my own pocket, which means I can do whatever I want with it. And that means even share a negative opinion about it. But I have literally received death threats from that video. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. People have told me that they would love to shoot me and kick my ass and all that kind of stuff if they ever run into me in public. Side note, I'm willing to bet that video has probably sold more Fuss Factories than any other, just for the fanboys getting an opportunity to spite me. So So Zachary Vex, if you see this video, you're welcome. So the point I want to make is, while I certainly am not innocent when it comes to shitting on gear, God knows I've done plenty of it, and God knows I've had a lot of fun doing it. But, but to let a company actually pay me, and then me not tell them that that's what I'm going to do, and not give them any opportunity to back out of the deal. I mean, just, again, allowing a company to pay me and then shitting all over their brand new product that they are trying to market and trying to promote. Like I said already, that is not cool at all. And if you really think about it, who would do that? I don't know of a single YouTube creator in my genre, really, or any other for that matter, that would consciously do that. None. And I tend to communicate with several other YouTube guitar channel guys and gals over social media, and I don't know a single one of them that thinks it's okay to take money from a company for a specific service and then not provide that service. So are YouTube reviews dishonest? No, they're not. And the reason why I know that is because the ones that you see hoping that, whether you're hoping or you're expecting or if you're just looking for some kind of a bad review from somebody to find some kind of balance between honest and dishonest, it doesn't make sense to produce that video for reasons that I have now outlined here. So I wanted to make this video that seems to be a pretty common misconception, a growing misconception that seems to that I see coming up more and more, and I thought that I would share my opinion about it. Hopefully this will shed some light on how it actually works, how the business end of this whole thing actually works, So please, thank you for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was educational and enlightening for some of you. It may have shined a light on a few things that maybe some of you were curious about or didn't know. So thank you so much for watching. Adios. We'll see you in the next video.